Hello all. Hey, poor wireless connect. How can I have poor wireless connect if I've got full signal? Even my laptop showing full. That's odd. Oh well, we're here, so we won't worry. I suppose what I ought to do is watch it on my laptop, then at least I know if it goes down. Though there is a bit of a delay on there, but okay, that's the best we can do. Don't forget, if you're watching, do pop on and say hello. Oh dear, no.
That's the best we can do.
No. Get rid of that. Do pop on and say hello. And we'll see how we manage without StreamYard. I can't believe it's gone down. But hey ho, these things happen, don't they? Technology's fabulous when it works. When it's not working, we get by. Right, so we're doing a scrapbook page. This week I haven't been showing anything in particular. Got back from my trip, and I'm just taking time to get back into things. I keep looking over there because my laptop's where I'm usually looking, and I shouldn't be. I should be looking here. So I thought tonight we'd do a scrapbook page as normal, but we'll make a bit of a masculine kind of, with it being Father's Day on Sunday, I thought that would be rather fitting. So I'm going to see now if I can remember how to turn this round. So let's just take you out. We will turn it round and you should see the back of my hand. Yep. Now, hopefully, that will be right. Aha. Right. So this is all very different. It needs to be in a totally different position. I don't know why it's looking like it does. I don't know why it wants to go. My gosh. My camera is nearly on my desk. But I gotta say, that does give me a much better view than what it does through StreamYard on my back camera. I think that's about the best we're going to get. Just make a bit of space there. Move the wire a little bit. I can move my laptop out the way because I don't need it so that I can see it. So let's just lift that, pop that on top. That might look a little bit better for you, I hope. Right, T. So I've pulled out the frame scenes. It's at a funny angle, isn't it? I don't know why. Maybe that's a bit better. But yeah, I've pulled out the frame scenes. Sorry about the glare. And I've pulled out the Country Woods, I believe it was, DSP. This is what I've got left. Not a lot, but I thought we can use some of that. Some of that might give us a bit of a masculine feel. And then I've got a piece of grey granite. And I'm going to go with the lighter side, so keep it a little bit light. So my thinking is we'll have a couple of photos and title and journaling. I've got nothing in mind from this. So this is totally on the fly. But I am going, because we're going to go with the browns of the woods. I think I'm going to go green for my photo mats. And a colour I don't use very often. Garden green. I'm not a big garden green fan. Well, no, that's not strictly true. I do like garden green, but it's not one of my go-tos. I'm just checking that I haven't got any large pieces that I can cut down in my scraps, but no. So we want some photo mats. So I'm going to have 2 photo mats. I'm going to have 2 4x6 photos on here. So I need to cut 2 6 1/8 by 4 1/8. So if I cut this way at 6 1/8, this is on standard A4 cardstock, and then turn it round and cut at 4 1/8. That should give me then the same left, because our standard cardstock, is 8 1/4. So that fits perfectly. Right, then I want a 4x3 just for my journaling. I'll do it that way actually. So 3 by 4, just for a little bit of journaling on there, and then we'll have our title as well. Right, so let's see where we fancy these to go. I do quite like a layout like so, with these. I might move that over like so, and then we can have our title up there. So I'm quite liking that. Right, so now we want some I'm going to start decorating it, and I want some pieces of wood, etc. That would be quite nice. The grey. I'm thinking that one would be better with the grey granite. Alright, so I'm just going to do a strip of this. I'm going to rip it. So I'm just ripping it down. And I'm ripping it towards me so that I get that little bit of white. We could put that on there. And then, because I haven't got a lot of pieces that are full length, they're all shortish. So I like that one. So what I can do is rip that over. And then that can slot behind that. And we'll have that something like that. Okay. I'll go back with our somewhat on there, what we think. And I'm thinking we need something here. So I'll bring in this piece just to balance it over. Right, I'll do it this way. So I want it to come from over and in. I'm using this piece so I won't have the white edge on this, if that's okay. Don't want it directly in the middle. Okay, so I'm liking that. That's okay so far. So I might stick those down now. Just these pieces of paper. And it just shows you don't need lots of paper. As long as you've got a base, you can then just use up any pieces that you've got lying around. It's the scraps, leftovers. And if you're tearing, it's even better for using up your scraps and your leftovers. Okay, so I'll stick this one down, but I'm just going to stick it at the top and along the very edge. Part while on the bottom, because I need to be able to tuck the other one in behind it. And that will just give us that there. And then I'll add to this. Okay, now I am going to leave a little bit on the edges. Hi, Carol. No worries, you're not late. StreamYard's not playing tonight. It's decided it doesn't want to work. So we've had to go old school and just use my phone direct onto Facebook. Though I've said, my camera is, what? Like 12 inches away from my desk. So it's quite close. But it gives me a much broader, wider view, which is a lot better. But yeah, I haven't got everything else that I need. But we're making a bit of a masculine style scrapbook page, ready for Father's Day. So it'll be something like that. Right, so we've got that, and I think I'm going to cut some tags almost. I'm trying to think. In here I have, right, so in the birthday celebrations dies, because I haven't necessarily got any tags, we've got this that's like a banner. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to cut some pieces of that one's no good. Anything that's a bit of a darker brown, maybe. That'll be nice. Maybe one more of that. And, oh, what's this one? Trying to find, I'm not sure that's big enough. Oh, it is. Right, just might miss the very corner, but that's okay because we can cover that with something else. So, use that instead of the square. Keep that. Right, bring in our machine. Tell you something, it's really throwing me. Doing it like this. Haven't done it like this for ages. And it's probably, you just get used to doing things a certain way, don't you? And then when they don't work, it's a bit... But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard. It just keeps saying no safe upstream. When I've tried logging on through my saved, and I've tried just Google, StreamYard and going on through there. I've tried, Safari, and no, it's not working. Yeah, it's surprising the effect it has. Right, I think we can throw that now because there's not a lot left of that. And finally, this one, which we'll have going down, I'll just chop a bit of that out. And of course, I'm so used to being able to see what I'm doing off to the left, pardon me, a bit more, like when I'm up in the air, but you can't, it's weird. And the lag that's on it as well. I mean, I'm still die cutting that for you, and I'm done. Yeah. Weird. Right, so let's give us that. We can pop these away out of our way. I've decided I've decided I need to sort my craft area. I'm feeling very overwhelmed by everything at the moment. So I want to sort it out and change things up a bit. Right, so I'm thinking we could have that in there. You might have that overlapping. Don't want to put too much because that's going to be, you've not tried any other way than Facebook. To be honest, Carol, that's what I used to use all the time. Let's have some tea. But I started that I wanted to face people, and the changing it from one way to the other was on live. I just felt it looked a bit clunky for me. I wanted that nice, the way I could just switch cameras. So I know there's lots of different programs out there to do it. But my upline, Louise, suggested StreamYard, and it's free to do what I do on it, which, it's nothing special. I can put my colours on there. I can put my banners on. I can have my two cameras going. I do have to have their logo on it, but that's fine. I don't mind that because it's free. And I like it. I like having the two. So, yeah, I'm glad that I did it. Right, I don't want that. I can. They're both the same. I'm thinking maybe something like that. And then we can have, I'm going to have a bum. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Title in green. Now I'm going to use the mini alphabet die. Now I'm going to see, because I have got lots in here, but you watch, I won't have the colour I need. No, I have no green in there. So we shall cut one in green. I'll pop that back on there. So I'm going to grab with this another piece or some scrap pieces of garden green, if I've got them big enough. What's this one? That's big enough, and then we can die cut this out. And I'm going to remember to use my adhesive sheets. I'm doing very well with these lately. But yeah, StreamYard's very easy to use, Carol, if it's something you ever fancy giving a go. Oh my gosh, these don't want... They're both stuck to each other. That's why they won't come out. But yeah, if you do give it a go and you need a hand, shout out. I'm no whiz. But I'll help where I can. Alright, so I'll just peel some of this off. And then if we pop that on there, I should have cut it first, but hey ho. And then over there, put that on. That's enough. No, you're welcome. I just saw it as a bit of a progression for me, personally. I know many people who, like you, just use like this straight to Facebook, and it's worked for them for many years. So, you know, that's not a problem. All right, I'll save that bit. And we will die cut this out. And then we can put I don't know what's going on with all the noise. The door's clunking. I'm hoping that because I pressed that magic little button on my camera, it'll cancel out some of the background noise for you. Well, I presume it's Hayden doing something. All right, that's that. Yeah, I think it has. Alright, put that to one side because we're finished with those. Right, now I need to decide what title we're going to have. Is that an E from all the way here? Oh my gosh, my E just went up the top back of my desk. Shall we go for... We could go Father's Day, couldn't we? Or Happy Father's Day. No, that's too much. Or for Dad. Let's go for Dad. Or my dad. Yeah, I'm going to go my dad. I'm going to have to cut another D. Oh, gosh. Why do they only give us one D? Right. Okay. Whether I'll actually put photos of my dad on here is another thing, but I'm just going to use a little bit that I've got left over and just cut the first line. Because I don't want it all again. As long as I've got a D, that's good. Hayden's cleaning again. You can hear the hoover. Right, here we go. So give me my D that I need. And then I've got some extra letters that we'll just pop in when we need those. Right. So we've got the My Dad, and then I'm going to have this, something like that. So I'm going to do some stamping now with the frame scenes. And I'm going to use a couple of these stamps. And I'm going to use the one with the bridge. And I'm going to use one with all the trees. I'm going to add these on the background. I'm not too fussed if they end up a little bit hidden, because it's just for some added interest. And we will do them, I think we'll do them in grey granite. Just reach and grab my ink. So yeah, I was saying, wasn't I, about my craft area. Feeling very overwhelmed about it. I've got loads of stuff about and it's annoying me. So I really want to get most of it out or get some of it out. Rearrange. I'd like to be able to do it this weekend. Don't know if that's going to be at all possible. But I would like to. Right, I'll take that one off because that's just going to go over. And push that over there. I'll have something like that so you can see that a bit more. That can go straight to there. I think that needs, because that's not quite as wide. Maybe I should have done it as wide, but it's okay. You can have it like that, actually. If it looks better straight or on the skew. Oh no, I don't like it on the skew when I look at it. So we will go like that. Okay, and then that one there. So we can have a bit more stamping under here. Not the boat one, the bridge again. That'll just give us that little bit there. And that might, I'll do one on here of this. Just to add a little bit. Right. I'm thinking we might be nearly there. Right, let's glue this one down. And again, I'm not going to glue right to the edge so that I can put things underneath. If I want to, slot them in. There, maybe. That'll give me enough. Yeah. I think that's quite straight. Okay, and then we'll slot this one in. There. Do that one, and we'll do all of that one. If my glue's coming out. Right. Just want a little bit of that showing. A bit more. That's it. Right, this one. I will have to find some photos of my dad, won't I, to pop on here. That one under there. sorted his Father's Day card today. So I need to get that off in the post. Right. I've come a bit further over than what I was going to. So I'm going to chop that in half. About there. And I can have that one like that. Pop it in. There we go. I'm going to save that for something else because I've got 3 and I want to keep with the 3 because we've got 3 pieces. We've got 3 of the tags and we've got 3 pieces of DSP. So we're keeping it in 3s, except for we've got 4 stamped bits, which is rather horrendous, but hey ho. Right, so we'll have my dad on here. I might pop that on there and then I can have another stamp there. Just so that that's not bugging me now that I've got 4. There we go. Perhaps could have done with being a bit higher, whatever. Right, let's pop my dad on. I find scrapbook pages easier to do just going for it. Thinking, right, we'll do this, I'll do that. It just evolves a lot easier for me. Oh, that's got no glue, no tape on. Cards, I find I have to know what I'm doing a lot more. They don't flow as easy for me. You might be looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, what is she doing? That's horrendous. But that's okay. If that's how you feel, I don't mind that. Can't all like everything. I know I see some things some people create and I think, okay. Not what I do, but, it's everyone to their own, and it wouldn't do if we all created the same. It's nice to see how different people see things and use things. Right, so I'm going to add my hair some, that's a bit twisted still, isn't it? Well, maybe I can hide that a bit. I'm going to add some photo mats onto here, onto here, so that we can get the true feel of. Bet that's not 6, is it? No. 6 by 4. It does make a big difference when you've got these on. I don't think I've got another piece of scrap there. That's one. I'll cut that at 4. And 6. And then we just need our 4 by 3, which that's not quite. I don't waste those bits. Those go in my stamping bit. I'll use this. This is a card base that I cut wrong earlier. I mean, it's thick, but it won't hurt. So we can go 4 by 3. And I need it a bit smaller, don't I? I'll cut the actual thing 4 by 3. We'll do it an 1/8 smaller. Okay. So that will go on there nicely. So I'm going to add that on there. Like so. Okay, and then we'll add these on. It doesn't matter if these stay on when I add my photos on. If I wanted to, I could cut my photos down so I have a white and a green border, which sometimes that looks nice, especially if your photos are of similar colours. It makes them stand out. Okay, there we go. Right, so we need to put on here some lines. Now, there is a new stamp set coming out, which I haven't got, that's got lines on it. But I am going to grab a retired stamp set just so that I can put some lines on here that love this moment. I mean, you could draw them on if you wanted to. But I'm just going to use this. I'm going to do it in the grey granite to keep it. I mean, to me, this is backwards because your margin goes on the left, but that means that it's at the bottom. It would be better, I feel, to have it at the top and then you carry on down, but maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that. All right, let's pop that on there. Hello, Hayden. And then we can put our little camera, because there's a little camera in here, which is a lovely, cute little stamp. And I'm just going to ink that up as well and pop that in the middle, because that will show that our photos will go there. And then on here, we have I Love This, and oh, you and me. That's nice. But I think I'm going to pop highlight, say cheese, happy with you. Yeah, I'm going to put happy with you. I can find that one. There it is. Maybe I'll find some photos of me and my dad that I can pop on here. Maybe my wedding photos. Now this stamp looks a little bit bent, but we'll see. There we go, it's not too bad. So we've got that on there, and then we can do all our journaling on there. And then I think just some embellishments, and then I think we're done. So what embellishments have I got? Now down here under my desk in 2 tubs I have the embellishments and other stuff that are on the last chance. Oh, the gold hearts. Yes. Oh, but those would be nice. Earth tone. yeah, I keep, once something goes on the last chance list, I pull it off my shelves and it goes in little boxes under there. They're easy to get at. They've got no lids on them. And I use them from there. And once a week, I check whether they're still available. I only do it once a week. If I end up using something that's retired, then I am sorry, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I like to keep those down there, and I know what's on the last chance, what's current, when things have gone. And usually once things have retired, I sell them. There are certain things that I have to keep, I get told. Right, that's 5. Yeah, that's okay. We'll go 5 today. But yeah, it's nice to make sure we use up what we've got. Keep buying new, or I keep buying new, and I don't use it. So I'm making sure that I get the most out of it, and it's there, and I use it, and hopefully use all of it. I have got another order on its way. I treated myself because of the sale that we've, the promotion that we've currently got on. I thought, you know what, I am going to treat myself to a couple of new sweets. I've ordered a couple of sweets. I've ordered, I've ordered the scrapbooking kit that's just come out. I've ordered the paper flowers kit, so I'm making that with you all live. And my tote is on the way that I earned with everybody's help in April. So yeah, quite looking forward to receiving that. So there we go. That's our scrapbook page for today. It's not necessarily a man's page. It would quite easily do for a female who's into the countryside and rambling. You know, it's good for a lot, but it's just a little bit more masculine, ready for Sunday. I'm not going to attempt to turn my camera around. I'd probably end up cutting it off, so we'll leave it as it is. But I would like to say thank you very much for joining. If you're watching this later, #replay. If you're watching it over on YouTube, do leave me a comment. I like to read everybody's comments. Plus, comments help. Comments help with the algorithm to get me seen more. I hit my 500 followers on Facebook the other day. Thank you, Carol. So yeah, that was a goal that I was working towards. I've got that, and I think I've done it for over the weekend at some point. Let me just see if I can have a look. I'm doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is follow me, like the post, comment on the post, and share the post, and you will be in with a chance to win a Stampin' Up kit. No, it's not Sunday. Oh, it's tomorrow. I've put it out tomorrow morning. Once it's gone out there, I shall thank you, Carol. Yeah, I was really pleased. I mentioned it a couple of months back that I was getting to it. And I sat at 498 for a while. And then it went up to 499, and I was like, oh, I just need one more. And yeah, it came. So I'm very grateful to everybody for that. So that giveaway is going out as a way of my saying thank you to everybody. The post will go out tomorrow, and then I'll pin it on my Facebook page. And it's being drawn on the 30th of June. I shall draw that. So plenty of time for people to get their name down for that. And I'll get that out to the lucky person. So, right. That's it for me. I'm going to go and I'm going to clear up my mess. And I think I'm going to go and sit and watch a bit of telly, because I've been at my desk most of the day today. And I think I need a bit of telly. Right. Thanks very much for joining me. See you all again. Bye.